It's pretty clear that everybody around Wisconsin, not to mention the rest of the United States of America, is noticing a increase in the demand for energy, specifically for the demand of electricity. And it's just kind of a benchmarking. I'd ask that you start the conversation around what you think is driving or what you know is driving the increased demand.
Demand, it's a combination of things. Some of it's onshoring. There's certainly been that intention of bringing manufacturing jobs back to the US. There's new homes, there's electrification, there's the technology investments that we've been making from a US perspective. And a big part of that is our data centers, cloud computing, where we all put our photographs and our memories and so forth. All of that is changing. And so that's a big part of where this demand is coming from.
A lot of it has been from onshoring. To Lisa's point, a public announcement was made by TTM here in Eau Claire. They're taking over the former TDK building and doing some onshoring from offshore manufacturing. That's a big load growth opportunity for us. We're seeing it in the residential sector. Everything in our house is getting plugged in, including our cars now. So, there's a lot of build out on the electrification side that we're seeing and getting the benefit of.
So one of the things that you think about as the grid, it really is a living and dynamic system. And it's comprised of billions of different components, generating stations and so forth. And collectively in the US, it's known as the largest synchronous machine in the world. And how it works is that it depends on neighboring systems and so forth. And so when you think about it, there's always new generation coming online, new distribution, new transmission investments, and there's older ones that are coming offline. It's a system that we have been responsible for collectively for the past 100 years of planning that future, looking at what's the forecasted demand and figuring out what are the new resources that we need to serve that demand. I think an analogy that works pretty well is the US highway system. And there's always new off-ramps, new on-ramps, new cities, and so forth. And that's how we ensure that collectively we're meeting the needs of our customers and communities, because they don't want to be stagnant. They want to grow. They want economic development and so forth. And that's really what our focus has been.